Well, hi there. It is Sunday morning, July 11th, 2021. Journal 424, T+831, or close to it. The further away from the transplant date I get, the fuzzier the amount of time becomes, I guess, which probably is to be expected. This is the this is the third time I'm making the attempt to record this blog post. Which oddly enough fits right into the subject, maybe. You'll have to decide that for yourself. It has to do with of all things, golf. I was flipping through the channels and happened to come across another golf tournament. Seems like there are lots of golf tournaments. And I know that does it for a lot of my friends. They really got excited about that. It's hard for me to get excited about a game that moves with the speed of the Columbian Ice Fields, but, whatever trips your trigger or spins your beanie, I guess. I've never really gotten involved with golf, perhaps because some 40 years ago, two of my closest friends turned around me and told me, frankly, with, one of them with a hand on my shoulder, looked me in the eye and said, you're just not emotionally suited for this game. Perhaps you should try something else. Being compulsive, they thought that picking up a golf club would ultimately ruin my life, which quite possibly it might have. I don't know. I never gave it the chance to try. I don't get all that excited about games that don't involve some kind of physical contact. But there is one thing about golf that really, really intrigues me. One thing that I've always been attracted to once I figured out what it was. And I'd heard about it for a long time, but I never really understood what it was all about. And that's the concept of a mulligan, a do-over. And that I found very, very intriguing and very attractive, quite frankly. I think it's really appealing to have the opportunity to try something again, only without the penalty associated with that first unsuccessful attempt. Taking advantage of whatever it was you learned in the course of trying, trying to make it work. And so that to me always looked really, really good. A second chance without, with the benefit of the knowledge that you gained and without the penalty, without the cost, emotional or financial, physical, to achieve the desirable result is always something that was exciting to me. Over the course of my lifetime, I know that there are plenty of times I would have given anything for a do-over. And I also know that there were times that I took one, whether I was entitled to it or not, and tried over again to get it right. And that taught me a great deal about myself and about other, about the quality of my character. I think that has a lot to do with it. The willingness to admit that you might be able to do better, and then the dedication to try over again. So there were plenty of times I was forced to back up and take another run at a problem or an opportunity. The one thing it did teach me, especially while I was in business, that it always makes a lot more sense to get it right the first time than it is to take a mulligan and to do something over. Always better to get it right the first time. Nevertheless, it's still really intriguing, this idea of a do-over. And I always found it, intriguing enough, appealing enough to wonder about, but never enough to get in the car and drive to the nearest pro shop and pick up a set of golf clubs. Still a little weary of that. I would like to close with one idea. I mean, realistically, you don't need to play golf to recognize the importance of being able to take a mulligan. The importance of being able to recognize that perhaps things could be better if you tried a little harder or did things a little bit differently, and that it was okay to do that. And that in many cases the penalties are relevant if the gain is great enough. So think about that. It's a great Sunday morning it's like 11 million degrees outside. It's too hot to do most anything else but think about things. And maybe the next time you get bogged down in something, or the next time your result is less than desirable, you'll consider taking a mulligan and taking advantage of the opportunity to do a do-over. In the meantime, stay well, take care. Till the next time.